eyes of another are no place to dwell. But if you must, search for the eyes that speak, as though they have silver tongues and something to say. These were the words of my father. We met once, moments before the biggest decision of my life was dealt to me like a ration. He told me not to fear what could be done to me, but what I could do to others. My father had light eyes. I did not know whether or not they could speak, and if they could, what they would say. I never really thought of much. I thought of two things, my hands and my feet. My hands could get me anything I could ever desire, but my feet could take me anywhere I could desire. So I asked myself the question, who do I love more, my hands or my feet? Nothing that never lives can ever die. I do not fear death. I do not fear life. I do not fear non-existence. I do not fear what I know. I do not fear what is unknown to me. I have never dwelled in the eyes of another. I do not fear what I may see, only what I may not. I do not fear the disappointment of never loving you. I only fear the disappointment of not ever knowing you. I have 10 toes. I have 10 fingers. These are the things I do not fear. I don't feel afraid of what could be done to them. I only fear what they can do. I do not fear the disappointment of not ever loving you. I only fear the disappointment of not ever knowing you. There is a taste that sometimes comes to the air, but only sometimes. I wonder if it is real, or if I have dreamed for only a moment. Somehow, something I have never known reminds me of a time I have never lived, of a light I have never seen, a light I may have seen had I dwelled in the eyes of another. Language, time, breath, heat, blood, water, the hands of my father. Something out there makes the air taste of a word I cannot speak, for its syllables I do not know. But it makes every fiber of my composition yearn to pay tribute to its grace. I do not know what it really means to be kind. I met myself once. To her, I could not be kind. I found myself searching for a word. I began to make sound. Silence escaped me and in turn overwhelmed me. I had no word to say, though I yearned to say it. I tried to breathe without air, and I failed to do so. I counted my fingers and my toes, and they were all there. Sometimes when I look into my own hands, I swear that they can speak, say the words that I cannot. I feel as though they can see the things I have never seen. I punctured my own soul on the tips of my fingers, and I know now that it is my hands that I love more. But please, never tell anyone, including myself. There are these sounds that I hear in my head sometimes. They don't quite make sense. Sometimes I want to lay myself down and breathe them out into my universe, then catch them in my hands and absorb them back into my body. I don't want to share them, not even with myself. I have this fear. I don't fear the disappointment of not ever loving you. I only fear the disappointment of not ever knowing you.